The Constitution on the Sacred Liturgy was the first document approved by the Second Vatican Council, and it mandated a reform of the rite of Mass and the other rites, principally to facilitate greater active participation on the part of the people. It also gave permission for the celebration of the liturgy in the vernacular. Lots of experiments were made in the 60s. And then towards the end of the 60s, from Rome there came a document. It had a French title from its opening words. The words are "comme le prévoit." And this document gave guidance about how to translate the liturgy. "Comme le prévoit" was the result of linguistic reflection, and particularly from one man. His name was Eugene Nida.
Nida worked for the American Biblical Association, and his concern was the production of translations of the scriptures into many languages so that the scriptures will become more widely known throughout the world.
Nida was a very fine scholar indeed, and he was right up to date with the latest scholarship. And he developed this idea which he called dynamic equivalence. He said, when you translate a text, you don't have to be following the word order and the structures of the original text. What you have to be aiming to do is to have the same effect on the reader of your translation that the original text had on its original reader.
That really is the means by which we are able to express today thoughts and concepts which are central to the liturgy in the same way that they would have been received when the liturgical texts were first written or in the earliest time of their use.
People who were reflecting on liturgical language saw a very well-developed theory, and translators of the liturgy began to speak around about 1970 about dynamic equivalence.